Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale. You're watching Sterling High School Channel 19, serving Hynella, Laurel Springs, Magnolia, Somerdale, and Stratford.
For the first time since 1971, Sterling is South Jersey champ.
Went on to become the New Jersey Tournament of Champions winner. South Jersey's never won it before. So the Sterling Lady Knights and that string sing. South Jersey is well represented now.
Sterling is going to the championship game.
Looks like he's fouled there. Quick with desperation shot, and he goes in! It's good!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Castle for some Lady Knights basketball. The Sterling Lady Knights taking on the Clayton Clippers. Lady Knights 6-7 on the year. The Clippers an even 6-6. And we're going to send it courtside to Connor Strauss and Rob Strauss for Knights game day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Knights Game Day. I'm your host, Connor Strauss, with a new co-host today, my dad, Rob Strauss. How are you feeling about this game?
Listen, I think it's going to be a great game. Sterling coming in, I think they finally found their groove after all the injuries. Coming in, as Jake said earlier, 6-7 on the season. Last 3 wins, Gloucester, Medford Tech, and Paulsboro. 3 losses to some really, really big heavy hitters in Eastern, Haddon Township, and Haddonfield. Aaron Quinn coming into this game averaging 11 points per game. That's leading the team. And the key player to watch out for here today is Lexi Kuhn. She's been on fire from the three-point line. 18 three-pointers this year, had a career-high 20 against Medford Tech, 6 three-pointers in that game. Definitely keep an eye on Lexi Kuhn. Sterling on a 4-game win streak right now with a plus 78 point differential in that 4-game span. Got a chance to talk to the coaches pregame, and they love to create chaos. They just love the madness on the court. They have the athletes, soccer players that can run back and forth. They absolutely love to run, and their toughness. She absolutely loves their toughness right now. Sterling, PowerPoint-wise, sitting currently number 9 in South Jersey, looking to improve on that today. What about Clayton?
Yeah, so you take a look at Clayton. They're 6-6 on the season, and their last 3 wins came against Salem Tech, Buena, and Salem. So a couple teams that we don't really see. Their last 3 losses were Vineland, the heavy hitter Gloucester Catholic, and Woodstown. Their leading scorer, Raynell Blocker, averaging 15 points a game and 15 rebounds a game. So you definitely want to look out for her in the paint, and she's going to be a big force getting the rebounds and the points in the paint. Also look out for Ava Delaney, averaging 9 points a game. She has 12 three-pointers on the season, so you want to make sure you're guarding her on the perimeter. A comparable opponent is West Deptford. Sterling beat them in the home opener 38-28, and Clayton recently lost to them 49-33. So Sterling definitely got the edge on West Deptford in that game. But how are you feeling? Who do you think is going to take the win today?
All right, we'll send it back over to Jake Clark, Kevin Schultz, who are courtside for today's call.
Thank you, Strauss. Take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings this season. Haddonfield atop the division 11-2, followed by Haddon Township at 4-1 in the division, 10-2 overall. Woodbury at 6-7, Haddon Heights at 5-7, Sterling at 6-7 overall, but they're 1-4 in the division, and West Deptford 0-5 in the division, sitting 7-7. We're going to let the Lady Knights introduce themselves here after a quick moment.
Aaron Quinn, guard, Summerdale.
Shane Duffy, forward, Summerdale.
Amber Wilsey, guard, Stratford.
Paris Logan, forward, Hynella.
Ireland Kay, guard, Stratford.
Montgomery Dram, guard, Summerdale.
Mackenzie McDonald, forward, Laurel Springs.
Lexi Kuhn, forward, Stratford.
Caitlin Ott, forward, Summerdale.
Morgan Sims, guard, Stratford.
Maddie Sims, forward, Stratford.
Took a look at the Lady Knights roster there. Taking a look now at the Tri-County Classic standings. At the top, Wildwood at 10-3 overall, followed by Pittman at 7-2. Gloucester Catholic 9-4. There, the Clayton Clippers right in the middle of that division, sitting 4th at 6-6. Salem is 4-7, and Salem Tech having a tough year at 0-9, 0-4 in the division. Take a look at the side-by-side stats. Again, the Lady Knights are 6-7, 5th in the Colonial Liberty. They put up 39 points a game, allow in 38 points a game. Aaron Quinn is their leading points per game scorer with 11, followed by Lexi Kuhn, Montgomery Dram, and Ireland Kay. Both have 4 points per game. And on the other side for the Clippers, they're 6-6, 4th in the Tri-County Royal. 46 points a game offensively, defensively letting in 39 points a game. Blocker with 15, Delaney with 9, Jones also with 9, and Simon with 5. Game history, these teams have never met. So a clean slate for both the Clippers and the Lady Knights. Sterling has won 4 of their last games in a row, and Clayton has won 4 of their last 5.
You're looking at some of the keys of the game: push and transition, a lot of defensive pressure, and attack on offense. And the thing that sticks out to me is that defensive pressure and what they talked about. Coach said they want to create chaos. Right now, obviously, everybody knows what has happened with Sterling, losing a number of their starters, but they've got athletes out there. And with athletes, you're able to pressure, cut into passing lanes and really not allow Clayton to get into any type of an offensive rhythm.
And you take a look at the Clayton starters. It'll be Rosalina Pereira, Ava Delaney, Deandra Simon, Rayanelle Blocker, and Jordan Jones. Good mix of juniors, one senior and sophomore. And for the Lady Knights, Ireland Kay running the point, followed by Erin Quinn, Montgomery Dram, Lexi Kuhn, and Shane Duffy.
And we want to welcome Mr. Chris Baker to the broadcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Formerly a soccer analyst, now he's switched over to basketball.
I think because by being down in Clayton for so long, I was invited in. Our principal, Joe Vasali, worked with Tad for years down at the, I believe it was KYW, but Joe was asked, and unfortunately he had a prior engagement today, so I'm filling in for Mr. Vasali, our high school principal, today.
Well, as you're looking at these starters, tell us what you know in general about some of these girls. I mean, from an athletic standpoint, I guess you could tell us.
Very similar to Sterling. There's a lot of athletes on the team. Obviously, Raynell Blocker leads the team in scoring. Actually, as a junior, she comes in with over 800 career points. So, we'll expect her to get her 1,000s, at some point. Jordan Jones, a very good athlete. Ava Delaney and DeAndrea Simon, both great athletes. Both involved with the Clayton girls soccer program, who went to the playoffs this year. They won our conference last year, so both of them very good athletes and key contributors to both the soccer and basketball team. And then Rosie Pereira is a member of our softball team that won previously state championship the last 3 years and a couple Group 1 titles. So, like Sterling, you got a lot of athletes on the floor, so I'm looking forward to a good, fast-paced game today.
Yeah, should be a good one. The Lady Knights have won 4 straight. Clippers have won 4 of their last 5, so these teams have been hot as of late, as you see head coach Kate McDonald, the Sterling girls basketball coach.
And definitely in a different situation this year with some of the 4-year starters out, probably having to readjust how they approach different games. And again, we talked about creating chaos, and she's utilizing what she has, and she's got some good athletes out there.
Right, and I think one thing that benefits Coach McDonald is she had a few of these girls in middle school. She had a few of them in the travel leagues when they were younger, so they are somewhat familiar with the system because Sterling was just decimated with injuries this year.
And one thing early on I just liked right there, so Montgomery Dram, again, new to starting at the varsity level in basketball, but obviously a soccer player. But I liked the way she looked to the point and then looked off the defender and then passed it over the other way. I think that's something that happens too much just in basketball in general. You get too predictable out there, and that was really good that she was able to do that.
I think being a two-sport athlete kind of helps you with that. Being a soccer player, basketball player, you kind of look for the passing lanes, look for the open space. Yeah. So kind of benefits, playing both sports kind of benefits you.
Pass is taken away there by Kay, driving inside. Shot doesn't go, rebound Quinn. That one unable to find the basket. Simon's shot is off the mark, rebound, and ends up in the hands of Quinn.
Well, early on, you're seeing a little bit of the chaos that they're trying to create.
Pass was deflected there by Blocker. Takes a fall, but is...
I'll have to get on the girls over there for not grabbing her.
That's right. That's like the...
Yeah, India Williams, I got to get on her in school this week about trying to catch Raynell. She falls over the bench there. Yeah, Ponce Tinkham, head girls basketball coach. It's his second year. He is a Sterling alum. Deb Gelston, his assistant coach, played for Washington Township. Played a little D1 basketball as well. But Coach Tinkham is also an assistant football coach down at Clayton, and he's had that role for many years, and he was the assistant girls basketball coach for quite some time.
And his son, Mason, is the cameraman right to our right. So thank you for Mason and everybody that's working here today to make this broadcast possible.
And happy belated birthday to Mason, who just had a birthday this past week.
Okay.
Shot off the mark from Jones. Now Quinn going to move the Lady Knights in transition. Quinn puts it on the floor, Got a kickball violation off Pereira. Here's Quinn, fires up a 3 from the corner. Off the mark. Tipped and will be Clippers ball.
And good, crisp decision-making on the outside. Again, we'll go back to what you said about having the varsity skills at soccer, knowing passing, knowing how to react. You're seeing how that crosses over.
Yeah, I just think it benefits you as a two-sport athlete. Like I said earlier, passing lanes and moving to space.
Ball's taken away. Here's Dram on the breakaway layup. Shots up and good for Montgomery Dram.
And not only that, you look out on the floor, you see a lot of girls for Sterling that played soccer. You know, they had a great season this year, obviously, so they're used to being in big games. And as I mentioned earlier, you have Clayton, a lot of girls who are two-sport athletes as well.
Take a look at the last basket there from Montgomery Dram. Here's Quinn trying to beat the press. Finds Kay. Quick pass to Kuhn. Good crisp ball movement from the Lady Knights. Here's Duffy. Saves it. Dram outside. Pass was denied by Blocker. And guys, it's in the name for Ryan L. Blocker. 16 blocks in 12 games for the Clippers. A defensive menace down low. Shot short there from Jordan Jones. Aaron Quinn finds Ireland Kay. Kay backs it out to Dram. Pass was tipped, but will stay with the Lady Knights.
You saw Jones just with that quick shot, kind of just threw it up there. Didn't get her feet under it, but they're the types of shots you get when you have this type of defensive pressure. People think that, you know, even when you have time, they think people are in your face and you get teams to force things. So Sterling so far successful in their approach.
That's what I said. I was talking to a few Clayton parents before the game, and I said, trademark of Coach McDonald's teams has always been defense. She has always had teams that play excellent defense.
And the funny thing, I mean, we talked about what Sterling's approach is coming to this game. Clayton, I think, has a similar approach because rarely do you see both teams pressing this early in a game.
Right.
We're seeing it here.
Jones' shot is up. Hits the side of the rim. Here's Kay moving it in transition. That's a travel. Just moving a little too fast there, got out of control, and the travel called on Ireland Kay. Pass from Jones to Blocker. Shot is off the mark, and the dry spell continues here for the Clippers. They're still looking for their first points of the contest.
And I think you saw right there, that's who they want to get going. They want to get Blocker going in this game, get her the ball, let her get some shots up. And on the other end, I'm guessing Sterling's going to want to get Quinn going.
Blocker, the leading points per game scorer for the Clippers with 15 even. Finds Delaney, thought about a 3. Now they get it to Delaney for a layup. Shots off the mark, rebound Jones. Foul called. Jordan Jones will go to the line.
Wow, real nice give and go, execute it right here. Just obviously wasn't able to finish. And you look at Duffy doing a good job coming over there and defending. As you said, Chris, that's always been a trademark of Kate's teams throughout the years.
First free throw is good for Jordan Jones. Came into this game shooting 51%, 15 for 29 at the line.
And yeah, like you said, Schul's a very disciplined defense. They know their roles, they know their assignments, and they stick to them. It's a tough team to score a lot of points against.
Dram looking to get out of the trap, finds Quinn. So here's Dram to Kuhn in the corner. Cross court pass now to Duffy. To Quinn, puts it on the floor. Quinn drives inside. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Jones.
Good heads up move by Quinn. Sensing the defender was up off her feet. Did that pump fake, drove to the basket. Wasn't able to finish, but it was a nice initial move.
travel there on Pereira, so the Lady Knights will maintain possession. Here's Dram. Drives inside, just heaves up a shot. Rebound, Kay. Duffy down low, finds a cutting Erin Quinn. Nice cut there off the ball from Erin Quinn. Then taken away by Dram. Dram still with it. Puts it on the floor for Quinn. And another basket off a pretty assist there from Montgomery Dram.
Yeah, I'm impressed as a team of their court awareness and knowing where everybody is on the court. That's just a great job offensively by Sterling.
Yeah, absolutely. They're right now just out hustling, getting the rebounds, getting the loose balls, and getting the ball to Quinn.
Going to take a look at the basket here. Dram got the takeaway and a nice pass to Quinn in stride to the basket. Quinn in the last game for the Lady Knights, a 64-39 win at Paulsboro, had 18. Averages 11.3 on the year. Having a pretty solid senior season.
But you saw Dram there taking that extra dribble, knowing she's going to draw that defender, that help defender over, freeing up Quinn. That's a real nice move by Dram and setting up Quinn. And Quinn doing a real nice job finishing.
Coach Tinkham right now just got to be looking to try and get something going offensively. Only one basket to this point for the Clippers. Sterling's done a nice job defensively running that press.
No doubt, if you can get in people's faces and make them play too fast, that's where you see the forced shots, the turnovers, and I think that's been a big part of what Sterling's been good at so far.
So here's Delaney. Looking, pass is tipped, still on the floor. Blocker has it, we've got a jump ball.
Right now, you said both teams pressing. Right now, Clayton's definitely struggling with the press.
And that's something you're worried about Sterling with not having, obviously losing Bridget, the true point guard, but they've got a lot of girls who as a team can kind of handle the ball and again, have a good sense of knowing what to do. Somebody's in trouble, you got to go towards them. You got to go to the ball.
Right, like you said, yeah, another sport that just translates. You know, these skills you learn in other sports.
Blocker outside, pass was intended for Delaney, was broken up, ends up in the hands of Erin Quinn. Quinn with a lofted pass for Kuhn. Kuhn sets her feet, fires front iron. Rebound Dram. Dram fires up a shot off the mark. Paris Logan can't get it to go. 3 chances, no buckets there for the Lady Knights. Nice job by the Clippers there on defense.
Well, Clayton last time down the court, Blocker had the ball, and she kind of forced it to Delaney. I think they would like to see Blocker take those shots.
Shot off the mark, batted around Jones with the offensive rebound. Delaney for 3. Can't get that one to go. Strong rebound there for Paris Logan. Here's Kay working against Pereira. Shot's good for Ireland. Kay in transition.
Yeah, good job by Sterling, especially knowing that there was an opening and they got the transition game going and were able to finish.
Blocker working against Quinn. Blocker's shot off the mark. Rebound Dram.
Real good job Quinn there, staying on her feet, staying in position, not going for the pump fake.
Kuhn in the corner for 3. Can't get that one to go. Batted around will be Clayton ball.
Good job there by Ireland Kay, finishing off with the left hand.
So now Jones fouled hard there. Will go to the line for an opportunity.
You see Paris Logan in the game, and obviously she's there as last year really came on as a rebounder. But one thing about the press, if you're going to do that, you're going to commit to that early on. You're going to probably start using your depth a little bit more, going a little bit more to the bench just to keep everybody fresh. Something to look out for as we move forward here.
Second free throw is good for Jordan Jones. Number 3 for the Clippers has all 3 points at the line.
And she is the only senior on Clayton's roster.
Pass too high from Graham.
Good thing for Mr. Tinkham. Very young team, and they do have some 8th graders coming up next year that definitely aid in the varsity team.
I know it's a small school. What's your enrollment in total?
I think we have about 90 kids in our senior class. So the high school, I'd say, very small.
Yeah, under 400?
Yeah,
wow.
Definitely.
Wow.
And that's the thing, early in the season, Clayton obviously doesn't have a JV team. And a couple injuries, you see Sterling, a couple injuries. I know last week Sterling had a game where they only had 1 sub. So, yeah, being at a small school, it is difficult, and you kind of ride that wave. Sometimes you have more players. Sometimes you don't have as many players. So, depending on the sport, sometimes it is difficult to field a JV squad, and you hate to see that because you do want to see kids get in there and get that experience, whatever sport it might be.
Practice is one thing, but seeing things at game speed at any level, JV or varsity,
right?
That's how you get experience that translates into success moving forward.
Here's Kuhn from the corner. 3 too strong. Will stay with Sterling. Here's Kay. Finds Quinn. Quinn from beyond the arc. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Simon. Pereira slows things up, finds Simon. Now down to Blocker. Blocker working inside. We've got a whistle and a foul.
It's funny, I saw the stat at the beginning of the game said this is the first time Clayton has played Sterling in girls basketball. I believe Sterling and Clayton will be playing each other in football next year. I believe they're in the same West Jersey conference.
Which, it's really a good thing for Sterling getting into a more competitive schedule and hopefully getting the program back on the right track.
3 off the mark there. Rebound Kay finds Dram in transition. Dram swatted away by Blocker. It's in the name, and you see it right there. Now her 17th block of the season.
Yeah,
just said it earlier.
Pure hustle play by Blocker.
Here's Dram, finds Quinn. Quinn puts it on the floor for Kuhn. Nice ball movement there from the Lady Knights. Montgomery Dram, chalk up 3 for the sophomore.
Boy, anytime you can go inside, outside on that ball movement and a quick kick-out pass, you're going to get the wide open looks, and Montgomery Dram made them pay for it.
Jones down on the low block, working against Sims. Shot no good there from Jordan Jones. Sims needs help, finds Dram. Quick pass to Quinn. Quinn working against Delaney. Over to Kay. Kay with some space from 3. Too strong. So Simon slowing it up. 10 seconds remain in this first quarter. Here's Jones, finds Blocker. Pull-up jump shot is good. Quinn with a shot at the buzzer. Good if it goes, does not. And after one, the Lady Knights lead this one 13-7. We're going to take a look here at the last basket from Montgomery Dram from downtown. We're going to we'll be right back with second quarter action after this. Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Lady Knights lead after 1 quarter of play, 13-7. Take a look at the castle with all the snow that we recently got. One of the colder days that we've had in this early 2024 calendar year. And guys, the press was really working for the Lady Knights in that first quarter.
That's what they came in to do. That was their game plan, and they executed it, created that havoc, and Clayton really had a tough time with it.
Kuhn for 3, can't get that one to go. Rebound Jones. Jones slows it up, taken away by Lexi Kuhn. Here's Sims. Sims loses control, now finds Dram. Dram tries to go up and under, swatted away. Simon to Blocker. Blocker got it tipped. Reverse layup is good there for Rhinell Blocker.
You know, they pretty much held her in check for the most part in that first quarter, but when you have a score, they can go on runs if you just let them go. And this just was
and I think that's what Clayton wants to do. They're going to, I'm sure, between quarters, that's what Coach Tinkin was talking about. Let's get her going. We need her putting the ball up more.
So here's Kay, finds Quinn. Now back to Kay. Quinn from well beyond the arc, got it. Nothing but net for Erin Quinn from way outside.
Yeah, they're not, I don't think they're going to keep giving Erin Quinn that much room because she can definitely make you pay for it.
Shot off the mark from Blocker, rebound Ireland Kay. Here's Dram, heaves one to Quinn. Quinn working down low, we've got whistles and I believe an offensive foul. Take a look at the last basket from Erin Quinn. Well beyond the arc there. Going to take a look at the offensive foul. Looks like a little bit of the extension of the arm. Something to keep an eye on. It's Quinn's second.
And that's one foul that sometimes if you keep the arm bent, you can get away from it. With it, but they called that one tight. Usually when you see that, it's when you extend that arm.
Yep.
But they, again, called that one tight.
Lexi Kuhn picks up her second foul of today's game. Janice Blair checks in for the Clayton Clippers. Subbed in for Jordan Jones. So the senior taking a breather. Delaney shot, no good, but a foul.
That's one thing Clayton keeps getting to the line here.
Drawing contact, and I think if you're looking at both teams, obviously both teams are playing tough defensively, probably strung a little bit more, cutting off the passing lanes, creating problems for Clayton. But the thing I like what Sterling's doing on the offensive end is a lot of their opportunities are coming from really good, quick ball movement.
Right.
A lot of ball fakes, a lot of no-look passes. I don't think you're getting as much of that from Clayton. But give Clayton credit. As you said, Chris, they're driving to the basket, making contact, getting themselves to the free throw line. So there's different ways you can score and create offense.
Kay finds Quinn. Shot is up and good there for Erin Quinn.
Just another great give and go. And Strong is really finding openings in tight spaces and working the ball well.
Delaney.
And again, they're struggling with that press. I think for Sterling, that's Quinn's 7. She has 7 now. So that's what we said. Sterling's going to feed Quinn and Clayton's going to feed Blocker.
So here is Quinn running the point for the Lady Knights. Finds Sims down on the low block. Sims looks to get it to Kay. Kay jump shot was tipped and off the mark. But a nice hustle rebound there from Ireland Kay. And guys, we've mentioned that a couple times. The Lady Knights getting those hustle plays.
Yeah, I think they're just out hustling Clayton right now to this point.
Shot is up and good there for Maddie Sims.
And there's been possessions where 3, 4 girls have touched the ball. There, I think everybody touched the ball.
Right.
And that's indicative, again, of good ball movement, and everybody knowing and having that court awareness and knowing where everybody is on the floor.
Got a blocking foul. We're going to take another look here at the shot off the faded screen from Maddie Sims. Soccer goalie doesn't do much scoring out on the soccer field, but here on the court averages 3.6 a game in 9 games for the Lady Knights.
Listen, don't let Maddie fool you. I've seen her run a field once or twice during a summer league game, so she can get out there and run a little bit.
Quinn's shot is up and good. Lady Knights with another transition basket. Whistles and a timeout for Coach Tinkham.
Yes, Clayton just getting caught flat-footed, and Sterling's taking advantage of it, breaking out there, and doing an even better job finishing as you look at Quinn right there, just laying it up.
Take one more look. Nice outlet from Maddie Sims. And our next TV game will be Monday, January 22nd. It'll be basketball. Sterling taking on Glassboro. You can find that live on Channel 19. It's youtube.com/SterlingTV19.
Another Tri-County class.
I was just going to say that.
Team,
yeah. It's like the Tri-County portion of our schedule now, which obviously you're very familiar with. A lot of smaller schools in the same situation as Clayton is.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Here is Connor Strauss's little sister, Alyssa, one of the cheerleaders here today.
Yeah, the Tri-County's broken up into 3. So, I mean, your bigger conference, you have your Williamstown, Delsey, Kingsway, Clearviews. But, yeah, Clayton definitely on the smaller side with Wildwood, Pittman, Gloucester Catholic, Salem, and Salem Tech. The one good thing is I believe Gloucester Catholic moved up to the big schools in terms of baseball conference because they came down.
Sense.
I mean, they come down, put a beating on a lot of our smaller teams.
And those 16-1 games aren't good for either team.
No.
Both teams hate it. So that's just a common sense move.
Yeah, helping out with the baseball team a few years. I've been on that side of getting beat 16-0, 23-0.
Terrible. You know, it's obviously bad getting beat up on, but then you have your guys, maybe a lot of them only getting 2 at bats.
Right.
There's just nothing good about it.
Right.
It's good that they fixed that.
Gloucester Catholic, I believe, won states this past season.
Yeah, and this was the first year, too, I believe, they were bumped up to the larger conference.
Quinn with a no-look pass there for Dram. Banks it in. Bank is open for Montgomery Dram from outside.
I believe that's
you guys
Sterling's
heard her call
3rd.
bank, right? You heard her call bank? Okay.
Absolutely. I believe that's her 3rd 3 today, Sterling's.
Wow.
Gonna take another look at it. Fires it up and sinks it off the backboard.
2 from Dram, 1 from Quinn.
Believe you're right there, Mr. Schulz.
Yep.
And again, very subtle, but another no-look pass. And I don't think you can, underscore how important that is. It just holds a defender off that split second and gives you just more room to shoot.
Blocker shot rims out. Jones can't convert on the second chance opportunity. Here's Dram, finds Kay. Now over to Quinn. Wilsey in the corner. Here's Quinn for 3. Front iron. Rebound
like you said,
blocker.
again, even though it didn't fall, great ball movement again by Sterling.
Blocker with a nice move, but can't convert at the rim. Here's Quinn, puts it on the floor, was tipped by Jones. Wilsey stays with it. Kay in the corner, back to Dram. Dram makes a defender miss, but a double dribble.
And obviously Blocker has her points, but I think what Sterling's doing is they're making her earn her points. You don't want to give somebody like that easy layups. And Sterling's doing a real good job between their defensive position and just at times making her kind of go too fast.
Even her 1 lane was a reverse. So, yeah, like I said, nothing easier, put a lot of pressure on her. making her uncomfortable on the floor.
Going to take another look at the drive and the foul. That one will go against India Williams.
And Chris, you coached the soccer team for how many years?
I did for about 16 years.
Okay, wow.
So I think my last year was 2016,
Gotcha.
17, around there. And then I coached baseball as well back early 2000s, 2001 to 11. Then I helped out the varsity team the past few years as well.
Now you're in position where you can see your kids play. I guess that played a big part.
Absolutely. I mean, you only get that time one time. So, with both my daughters playing in middle school, playing both soccer and basketball, and then my youngest Taylor playing, soccer, basketball, and my youngest playing softball. I wanted to be able to watch them play. So something had to give. As much as I enjoyed coaching, there's nothing better than watching your kids play.
Yeah.
Take a look at the last play on the court there. Aaron Quinn called for the foul, so Blocker will go to the line.
And one of the few times you saw Clayton beat like a soft press, but it didn't look as smooth and crisp as what Sterling's been able to do with the quick outlet passes. It was chaotic, but again, give them credit. They found a way to get to the free throw line. Just haven't been able to do things like that on a consistent basis, and the score indicates that.
Now Quinn in a little bit of foul trouble. 3 fouls for Aaron Quinn, so Coach McDonald with a wise move to take her out, especially with a sizable lead. And speaking of watching your kids play, we're going to take a look at the Coaches Cup goal. And now it comes down to Jordan Baker.
What a story this could be. Jordan Baker could not play all of last year due to a torn ACL.
So
has come back and is ready.
Obviously a special
for the
moment
shot
for
of a
you to
lifetime.
watch her hit
Jordan Baker.
arguably the biggest shot.
Here's the shot.
And it's good!
Yeah, just a great moment.
Jordan Baker has done it!
Can't even describe.
The shot of her life!
What
and
it
the
meant,
Lady Knights,
for the team,
for the
program,
first time in their
school. So, and for her, like I said, coming, you mentioned in the video, coming back from the injury. That's not everybody sees that, what they go through, how hard it is for all these athletes to come back from ACL injury. So, yeah, it was just a very proud dad moment, and almost speechless. You know what I mean? So,
and just, an incredible moment and winning an incredible tournament. Obviously, you being a soccer guy are well aware of how prestigious that is for a smaller school to win that tournament.
That was a fantastic run by the soccer team, coming from a Group 2 school, getting through, it was Kingsway, I think it was Shawnee, Eastern,
Ocean
City, and all great games, especially the Kingsway game being down. They were down under 5 minutes, and they came back and won the game in the final minute or so. So, what a great run that was, and it was just great to be able to sit there, watch it, and enjoy it.
Was it something? You knew they were going to have a real good year this year,
right?
But in your wildest imagination, did you think? Was there ever a time you thought that they could pull it off and win that tournament?
I wasn't, thinking about the tournament. I was thinking more, when they get to the playoffs and whatnot. But once they got in that tournament, they just went on an amazing run, and they were playing great at the right time. And like I told, I said it, Jordan, like, there was a week where you guys were the best team in South Jersey, like by far. Like, they just played great. They didn't give up. They played fantastic defense. Maddie was great in goal, and you got contributions from everybody. The defense did a great job. Whoever, I'm not going to name every name, but girls, assists, goals. So it was spread out. It wasn't just one person.
And to me, the most impressive game or moment or short sequence was when they were down by 2 goals to Ocean City,
right?
The #1 team in South Jersey, and they were able to come back and win that game. That told me that they were just playing with such a high level of confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it started in that Kingsway game. That Kingsway game, they were down again late, and they came back to win that game. But they dominated that Kingsway team. They
Ireland
came out there and just flat out dominated.
One of the soccer players knocks down a 3, extends the lead for the Lady Knights. Walker's shot up and good from the low post.
But yeah, obviously this school had great accomplishments in the early 2000s. I don't know many things would beat that, but this was definitely one of the top 5 or 6 moments, I think, in this school. Maybe, or I'd say top 10, because there was other things that went on too in the early 70s with the football team.
Right.
But it was definitely a moment and an accomplishment that people are going to remember for a long time.
Absolutely.
Got whistles, and looks like Duffy's second personal foul. Take a look at Coach Tinkham trying to get the Clippers back into the scheme.
And Coach Tinkham was a member of the '92 football team that played Delran in the state championship game.
Yep. Ralph Sacca, Tony Sacca's brother.
Sacca was the quarterback, correct. Yep.
Mr. K runs that game from time to time on Channel 19.
Yeah, Coach Tinkham was tight end for that team.
Okay.
So here is Dram. Looking Kuhn in the corner for 3, off the mark. Almost got her own offensive rebound. Got a whistle and a foul, and the Lady Knights in a bit of foul trouble here in this second quarter.
And we mentioned that earlier. Clayton is getting to the line quite often.
The Clippers now in the bonus, so Pereira will go to the line. And new rule this year, once you hit the 5 fouls, there's no more 1-and-1. You go straight to the bonus with the 2 free throw shots. So Pereira to attempt the second. Got it. Here's Dram. 1:30 remaining in this second quarter. Thanks for tuning in with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Jay Clark, joined by Chris Baker and Kevin Schulz. Kuhn shot no good, but a whistle.
Good job there by Lexi Kuhn, getting herself with the dribble, getting back in better position, and ultimately getting herself to the free throw line. Sophomore coming in at 7 points per game. Girls just obviously this year getting a lot more playing time, has really done a nice job.
Sinks the first one. The last time we covered the Lady Knights here last Saturday against Medford Tech, she had 20 points and was on fire from three-point land.
I mean, like you mentioned, you hate to see the injuries, but if you look out there, I don't think Sterling has a senior on the court.
Yeah.
So these girls are getting great experience.
No doubt, no doubt.
Simon puts it on the floor for Jones. Jones works around Sims, can't convert at the rim. Ends up in the hands of Ireland Kay.
And I keep going back to the crossover between girls playing varsity and another sport. They don't panic. You know, there's a couple different times where Clayton tried to press Dram over in the far corner, just dribbled out of it, made the pass. A couple of other girls, Ireland Kay, I think they tried to press her, was able to get out of it. And again, it's just that having that calmness of not panicking when girls get close to you and knowing how to react.
Yeah, definitely. If you play another varsity sport, and especially the big games, like you just showed with the soccer, a lot of these girls played in those games. So they're experienced. They're not going to crack under pressure. It's commonplace for them.
Dram cross court pass to Kay. Nice job to jump and corral that one a little high. Lady Knights trying to hold for the final shot, it seems. Here's Sims in the corner. Back out to Dram, finds Kuhn. 10 seconds remaining. Coach McDonald calls in for a play. Here's Kuhn in the corner. Kuhn fires up a 3. Doesn't get that shot to drop. Offensive rebound by Paris Logan and a foul. And the Sterling bench erupts. A nice job to attack the glass there for number 3, Paris Logan.
And there's a great job of Paris Logan just doing the old-fashioned boxing out. Don't see that as much anymore, but she did that. And girl that came on last year and did a real good job coming off the bench, getting a lot of good rebounds, a lot of putbacks, and she's carrying it over into this year.
Sinks the first one. 62% free throw shooter. Can't knock down the second one. And that'll do it for the first half of action. The Lady Knights lead this one 32-16. Done a tremendous job in transition with the trap, getting a lot of turnovers. And we'll be right back with second half basketball after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me. Why?
Because. Are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? Never called. Tyler. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. I'm not afraid.
Hey you. Yeah, you. When you take your eyes off the road, the chances of you getting in an accident go up by 400%. For students, more than 3,000 teens die each year in accidents that involve texting and driving. So why are you on your phone in the first place? Your car is not a place to scroll, post, or share things with your friends. The person you're texting would probably rather have you stay alive. So when you're driving, stay in the zone and kill the phone.
I guess one time isn't gonna kill me.
It's totally safe. We do this all the time.
There's no way these drugs are laced, right?
Trust me, you're gonna be fine.
I just need to forget everything.
It'll be fun.
A lethal dose of fentanyl is just 4 grains of sand and can hide in any drug. So no matter what you and your friends think, what you can't see will kill you. Don't die to get high. Fentanyl is fatal. Get the whole truth at CamdenCounty.com/fentanyl.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Sterling High offers TV and radio classes for electives. Sterling is also fortunate enough to have both TV and radio programs. In these programs, students will learn to design, direct, produce, and edit television and radio broadcasts. Students develop their public speaking, journalism, management, and technical skills by appearing on the Sterling Morning News on Channel 19 and on our radio station, WSHS. Students produce, edit, and deliver school programming, including athletic events, activity, productions, and community events. If a major in communications is in your possible future, Sterling High School offers opportunities not available in most high schools across South Jersey. Make sure you take a TV or radio class elective today.
It's getting late. I should really go to bed.
Oh, what are you worried about? Come on, it won't hurt if you stay up another hour.
You know what? You're right. It couldn't hurt to stay up for another hour or so. What? It's already 1 a.m.? I didn't even realize it was so late. I'm telling her I'm going to bed.
Oh my god, it's 7 a.m. Oh my god, ow! Ugh. Mom, I'm running late. Don't forget to pick up the kids later. All right, I gotta go. Have a good day.
Guys, put your IDs on.
Brady, headphones. Gotta come out. No. Come on, man.
Yo, Brayden, you know you're not supposed to have your jacket on, man. Come on, take it off. Put it in your locker. No, I'm okay.
Stop. You have your jacket on, AirPods in, and no ID. Go to internal.
You too, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, you should really take your hood down. I heard they're sending people to internal for the entire semester. Dude, that's just a rule. I'm not taking my hood down. That's stupid.
Hey, you know the rules. No hood. And where's your ID? Get to class.
How many times do I have to tell you? Get the hoodie off. That's it. I've had it with this hoodie business. Down to the vice principal's office now.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Lady Knights lead this one 32-16 over the Clayton Clippers. Going to take a look at the leading scorers. Leading all scorers with 13 is Aaron Quinn. Montgomery Dram has 8, and Ireland K has 6. And leading all scorers for the Clippers, Rhinell Blocker with 10, Jordan Jones with 5, and Rosalina Pereira with 1 at the charity stripe. Going to take a look at some of the highlights from Aaron Quinn in that first half.
You see Aaron Quinn here getting a give and go pass. Again, ball movement was a big part of what Strong was able to do. in that first half. As you look right here at Drum, drawing the defender over, dishing the bounce pass off to Quinn, and she finishes.
Yeah,
pass.
I don't think it's any surprise we have Quinn and Blocker, both the leading scorers today. It just seems though Sterling is just a step ahead of Clayton.
Yeah, no doubt.
Game could be a little bit closer right now. A couple of those free throws need to fall for Clayton. But we still have a game. It's been an entertaining game so far.
You're right. Yeah.
Now we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from Blocker leading the Clippers with 10 points.
See the pass underneath, just puts it right up, and you could see you could see she's a scorer, just real smooth in a tight area. And right here with that little bit of a pump fake, sensing one of the few times she was able to get a defender off her feet. And right here you see her with probably the biggest highlight in that first half, that kind of
reverse
windmill
lay-in,
or whatever you call it.
And again, she's a true basketball player. Like I said, Clayton, there's a lot of athletes on the floor, but Raynell is a true basketball player.
And I think you said it best, Chris. You know, we talk about Sterling having a good ball movement, getting everybody involved, hitting some threes. Clayton's drawing contact, getting to the free throw line.
They
but
are.
The second part of that is you got to make your shots.
Right. I don't know the exact stats, but a few more free throws fall, we got a closer game here.
Yeah, was just trying to look for him. Coach Jones.
Let me see if I have them here.
Not sure if Coach Jones sent me the email or Mr. Schulz the email, but I was just taking a look as we get back to the hardwood. Got to travel. Coach Tinkham can't believe it. So here's Quinn. Lady Knights beat the press. Quinn looking around cross court to Dram. Now back to Quinn. Kuhn in the corner. Kuhn for three. This one off the mark. Tough shooting day for Lexi Kuhn. Nice job by Simon to corral that long pass. Delaney finds Blocker. Nice give and go, but broken up by Duffy. Blocker still gets it. Floater left short. Lady Knights beat the press. Again, tough foul there from Jordan Jones. Helps up Montgomery Dram.
And that was one of those things, if you're in a little bit of the wide open floor, they're going to notice that.
Yep.
Something in tight where there's bodies bumping in, it's not as big a thing, but right there, you're going to get called for that every time.
Jones' third foul. Nice floater up and in for Erin Quinn.
Yeah, guys, we talked a lot about all the ball movement, the give and goes, but that was just a great job of a scorer creating her own offensive opportunity and then finishing.
Here's Blocker. Kicks it out. Pereira's shot off the mark. Rebound. No rebound, but it will be Lady Knight basketball.
You see Quinn just for a second getting the defender off her feet a little bit, taking advantage of it with a quick move and putting herself in position to score.
Quinn driving inside, blows by Blocker for the layup.
It looks like she's starting to take this game over a little bit.
Now a 20-point advantage in favor of the Lady Knights. Pereira outside. Back to Delaney. Delaney puts it on the floor, looking around for help, finds Blocker. Blocker driving. Shot's good off the glass there for Blocker.
Blocker getting her points, but not just dominating and scoring every time down the floor. And I think that's part of Sterling's game plan.
Yeah, like you said in the first half, they're just making it uncomfortable for her.
Duffy down low, out to Kay. Kay from outside, got it. Ireland Kay with a triple.
And that's a great job of Duffy, making that extra dribble, drawing the defender her way, leaving a lot more room for Ireland Kay to get the open look and then kicking it out. So we're just seeing real good team basketball on both ends of the court for Sterling.
Pereira in the corner, puts it down low. Blocker, shot,
Again,
too strong.
Like you said, that's a testament to Coach McDonald because probably had to change a lot of what she had implemented because with so many injuries. You don't have Bridget running the point, you lose Sims, you lose Knott, you lose McDonald. You got to change up what you had planned going into the season.
See Ireland Kay doing a nice job finishing there. I believe, is that her second three, Ireland Kay?
Believe you're correct with that, Mr. Schulz. That was a good pass from Duffy as Simon came down to try and double team, found the wide open Ireland Kay. Shot no good there from the outside. Here's Kay. Kay driving inside on Delaney, takes some contact, no foul. And the travel. Both coaches have seemed to be a little frustrated with calls that the officials have made. Lady Knights getting in foul trouble in that second quarter, and now Coach Tinkham not a fan of the travel. Offensive rebound for Dram. Will go with Clayton.
And we're talking about how Sterling's playing, getting everybody involved, and obviously a tough situation, new girls playing it. Jake, I haven't seen as many games as you, but I was at that Haddonfield game, and I felt like in a real weird way that was, even though they lost, by 18 points, the way that game ended with Sterling really playing hard, having some success, kind of propelled them to where they are right now.
Delaney from beyond the arc, now her 13th made three. As mentioned in the pregame show, had 12 threes coming into this game.
And guys, that Haddonfield game was a game where they were down, I think, started the game down 20-0.
Yeah, I was watching that game. That's all you can hope for as a coach. You get to a point where you know the game's over, but all right, let's go out and win the next quarter. No matter what sport it is, let's go win the next half. And that's what you want as a coach. You want to see kids not give up, not get discouraged, and build on it.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened again. You can see Coach McDonald was really coaching them hard that game, and you just had a good feeling leaving that game. And obviously against a very good Haddonfield team.
The Bulldogs, I believe, 11-2 from the standings, so they're still having a fantastic year. Here's Quinn, made a three earlier on the last possession. Kuhn wide open in the corner, can't get it to go. Blocker takes it coast to coast and lays that one up and in.
Blocker can do a little bit of everything. You know, we've seen her down low, and there you get a little glimpse of her going out in the open floor, showing her speed, and again showing her ability to finish that break.
Take a look at the three there from Erin Quinn. Nice job to just catch it, set her feet, and fire it up. Fires up another one. This one, different result. Can't knock that one down.
And you saw that pass. It was out to Dram, but Dram had a sense that she saw the defense sway in that way, thinking she was going to go to the top of the key. Knew that and got it right back to Quinn, and Quinn gets another wide open look through just great ball movement.
Blocker finds Simon, batted around, stays with Simon. Layup up and in off the glass there for Deandra Simon.
And like you talked about earlier, now I'm sure Coach Tinkham's looking at the Clayton team and saying, you know, I don't want to see these girls give up. Not saying the game's over, but looking at the score right now, and Sterling with 42 points. You know, I'm sure Coach Tinkham is looking for these girls, you know, keep that hustle up, keep working hard, and stay in this game.
And somewhere that you can look is Sterling TV 19's Twitter. Take a look at what's going on around the castle. Castle Connections from Mr. Claiborne, who's doing the news, live links to our broadcast, and much, much more. You can check it out at Sterling TV 19 on Twitter.
And Chris, just to add on to what you were saying, you know, we talked about how Clayton was kind of choppy in that first half, getting to the line through free throws. It looks like in the second half, they're getting into a little more of an offensive rhythm, moving the ball around a little bit better, going to the basket, getting their offense going. But the other part of that is Sterling is continuing to do things on the offensive end. And
yeah, and it seems like every Clayton missed shot, Sterling gets the rebound, and they're out running.
Yep.
So, you know, for Clayton, you want to see a couple of those shots fall. Delaney hit a 3 a little earlier. I'm sure they'd like to get her going a little bit. Support blocker a little. But you just don't want to see the girls give up. You don't want to see the girls quit. And I know, Coach Tickham likes playing teams like Sterling. You know, they're battle tested, and you know, Clayton will get to the Group 1 playoffs. So, you know, Sterling's always, you know, one of the favorites in Group 2. So, you know, this is a good test for Clayton.
No doubt.
And a shocking thing to me is on the stat sheet, it looks like Clayton is a really good defensive team. A couple of the girls with a lot of rebounds coming into the year. Some have more rebounds than points, and they're 100-point scorers. So a tough defensive team. Delaney, just for example, 2.4 steals a game. Right now, it's shocking that Sterling has 42 points.
But to me, there you see that's a perfect example of how they're moving the ball. Clayton's moving the ball a lot better in this second half, and they're being rewarded for it.
Kuhn just can't find the basket today. Tough shooting day for Lexi Kuhn.
Now, the points will come for Lexi Kuhn because she's a three-point shooter. She's had a lot of success this year. But any outside shooter is going to tell you they're going to have days like this.
Wilsey's shot no good. The Lady Knights with the ball. Nice job to trap Jordan Jones on the baseline. Take a look at the last basket from the basket cam. Quinn, floater, too strong. Second chance doesn't go. Here's Blocker in transition. Drives inside, floats one up, is good.
She does a good job of having a sense of knowing when to take it all the way or when to pull up.
Lexi Kuhn finds the basket for the first time here today for the Lady Knights, and her confidence is unmatched. Even though a tough shooting day, just kept firing them up, and finally one goes down.
And I like the fact that she keeps firing them up, and I'm sure that's what Coach McDonald is telling her, because when you're a shooter, that's how you get into that rhythm. Just keep going, and she's one of those ones with her ability to hit the three that could run off 3 or 4 straight.
She floats one up and into your living room. Great shot from the basket cam, and nice shot there for Blocker to go up and over the defender for the basket. Quinn finds Wilsey, back to Quinn. 20 seconds remain. Quinn lost it. Was tipped, now in the hands of Blocker. Delaney gonna run the break. Pass too hot to handle and too high from Delaney. Lady Knights with another opportunity to try and score here at the buzzer. 5 seconds. Wilsey, Kuhn from the corner, swatted by Blocker.
And another 3 attempt by Sterling. I think that's one of the big differences in the game. Sterling's hit about 7 threes, I think.
Yep.
Quinn from the corner.
There you go.
As you recall.
I think that might be Sterling's 8th three. We talked about that at the half. They're hitting their threes, and Clayton has missed a few free throws.
Nice pass from Wilsey to Quinn, who sets her feet and gets it to go. After 3 quarters, the Lady Knights lead this one by a large margin. We'll be right back after this.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being so kind. Have a great day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands.
story. Always be nice.
Welcome back to Sterling Channel 19, and when you're winning, something to dance about. Montgomery Dram there, showing a couple moves off the court.
Yeah, I can't dance, so I guess I can't be an analyst for dancing, but it looked pretty good, especially sitting in a chair too.
So here's Pereira, guarded tightly by Kay. Simon now another double. They find Delaney. Delaney puts it on the floor, tipped, taken away by Kuhn. Dram tries to float up a shot, doesn't go. Delaney heaves one down the court, taken away there. Ends up with Aaron Quinn. Quinn finds Kay in the corner. Now over to Dram, makes the extra pass to Kuhn. Kuhn for three, off the mark. Here's Pereira, nice bounce pass there to Jones. Can't convert at the rim. Here's Kuhn, back to Quinn. Quinn for three, got it. Aaron Quinn, another triple.
I'm not sure, we think she has 5. Aaron Quinn just on fire.
Yeah, that's
had 13 at the half and has been dominant in this second half as well. Just a career game here for Aaron Quinn.
We said that going in, it was going to be Quinn and Blocker on both sides, leading scorers, and Quinn's been a hot hand today.
Yeah. And if you leave either one of them with any type of open space on the floor, they're going to make it happen.
Delaney sinks the first. Second free throw is good for Ava Delaney. And guys, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Aaron Quinn has surpassed the 18-point mark that she scored last game on the road in a win against Paulsboro.
No doubt. And, you know, when you're short starters from last year, we talked at length about the injuries, somebody's got to step up, and Aaron Quinn has certainly done that this year.
Delaney loses it. And a turnover for the Clippers.
And that's not an easy thing, taking on a different position, being the point guard in your senior year. But if there was anybody who could do it, I would say it's her, because just of her all-around play, the way she just plays the game and plays well in all facets of the game.
Yeah. Dad being a high school basketball coach, she's got that basketball background, so I'm sure, you know, growing up, has experience playing every position, really.
A great two-way player, not only an offensive threat, but a great perimeter defender. As you see her try and get a steal there. We've got a foul. That one goes against Quinn.
And having a dad be a coach, I'm sure she gets talked to about the little things in a game.
Sure.
Little things, and has carried that over into her play. And you know, that's definitely a valuable thing.
Quinn's 4th foul, so one more left to play with for Aaron Quinn. Here's Jones. Shot doesn't go for Jones.
Again, some of the shots just not falling today for Clayton.
Clayton got to the line a lot, but struggled early. And there's Aaron Quinn. Shot doesn't go, gets her own rebound. Second chance, no good. About 4:50 remaining in this 4th quarter. Sterling with a 20-point advantage. Thanks for tuning in with us here on Channel 19. I'm Jay Clark, joined by Chris Baker and Kevin Schulz.
In a game where Sterling is pretty much, I think they've had everybody who's available has been in this game, in and out. Coach utilizing her bench.
Kuhn looking around, finds Quinn. Here's Sims. Finds Kuhn. Now to Dram. Good ball movement from the Lady Knights. Kay outside. Finds Dram. Down low to Sims. Sims puts it on the ground. Swatted by Blocker.
That was just a great individual effort there by Blocker, because again, another, and you talked about it, Jake, another trip down the floor where you saw great ball movement. And I think part of that is patience. Get the ball, they wait for the play to develop, and there's something to be said for knowing that exact point to release the pass and get it to your girl in a position where she can either shoot or find another open girl.
Amber Wilsey checks into the game. Was a starter last Saturday against Medford Tech, where Sterling only had 6 available players on the roster. Here's Wilsey, shot is up and good. So checks into the game and makes an early impact for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, nice job of Amber Wilsey finishing off that bounce pass. Not an easy thing to do, getting that bounce pass in close to the basket, just getting it, laying it right up. Under some pretty decent pressure there.
Delaney drives
I will
inside.
say though, watching Sterling, I've watched a few games on TV. They could surprise some teams in the playoffs. I'm sure a lot of teams are overlooking them right now because of all the injuries they had. But I've been really impressed with, obviously always impressed with their defense, but the way they've moved the ball.
I agree.
They could surprise, upset a few teams.
No doubt.
Taken away there by Blocker. Blocker racing to the rim, lays that one up and in. And you guys said it, the Lady Knights play well as a cohesive unit. Obviously, the leading points per game scorer, Aaron Quinn, who's been tremendous here today. But they've got so many different options they've gotten involved. Montgomery Dram, Ireland Kay, Lexi Kuhn getting involved in the offensive game plan, and any one of them could easily go for double-digit figures.
And I go back to what I said before. I saw the improvement from the beginning of the Haddonfield game to the end of the Haddonfield game. I felt like in the beginning of the Haddonfield game, Haddonfield got in their heads and they were doing too much thinking. And gradually, as the game got going, they were doing more just reacting. And I think that's carried over in what they've been able to do from that game on to this point in the season. And what you said, Chris, they could be a team that could really sneak up on somebody when you get to the playoffs.
Aaron Quinn starting to get a little frustrated with herself, missed 2 gimme layups. Here's a chance for a third. That one doesn't go. Blocker's shot, no good. Offensive rebound. Simon doesn't get it to go. Maddie Sims with the board.
I think both teams, though, when they do enter the playoffs, are going to be looking, obviously Clayton's going to be looking to Blocker and Sterling will be looking to Quinn, but they're going to need somebody to play second fiddle. Once they get, one of these teams gets somebody else scoring some points, then both teams could be dangerous. Clayton in Group 1 and Sterling in Group 2.
Because both these girls, if defensive pressure comes over to them, they're aware of what's going on in other places on the court, and they have no problem getting other girls involved.
And our next TV game will be Monday, January 22nd. It's basketball. Sterling takes on Glassboro. It'll be live on Channel 19, youtube.com/Sterling TV 19. You can check us out on Facebook, Sterling TV 19. Multiple highlight angles of things from the fall and the winter. They come out live in 3 different angles. You can find that and much, much more. Check out what's going on at the Castle at Sterling TV 19 on Facebook. Coach Tinkham and the Clippers just not been their day today.
And a satisfying benchmark here if they can get this win, getting to that 500 level. And Chris, I'm sure you've coached, obviously you've coached soccer, you've coached different teams that had varying degrees of success, but I'm sure you've had years where you were down a little bit. Talk about them getting to this point after having a tough start and how it feels as a coach.
I mean, yeah, I can't get in the coach's head, but you lose that many players at the beginning of the year, it obviously you're coming off playoffs last year, the way that game ended, and now you got a full roster of seniors coming in, and you expect big things coming. And they were, like I said, they were killed earlier by injuries, and now it's just all right. Let's work on building this back up. Now you got a Maddie Sims, Kuhn, Kay, Dram coming in. They're going to get a lot more playing time than they would have. And again, each game we just want to improve on the game before. Getting to 500 is huge. The points they've been putting up, I know last Saturday I saw they put up a great amount of points. So what you want to do is just build on every game. Whether it's a win or a loss, doesn't matter. Let's just improve on what we did the day before and do it at practice as well.
And that's what we were saying on Haddonfield game. I don't think Coach is probably telling you, forget about the score. Let's just, to what you're saying, build on the positives. And it just seems like that. And Jake, you can agree or disagree, but that seems like that game from the second half till now has been kind of a springboard for them.
Well, I was on the road to cover the boys game, but I will agree that right now, obviously on paper, they're about to win 5 straight if the score remains the same here today. Shots up and good by Ireland Kay. The Lady Knights still with their foot on the gas. And winning 5 straight, getting back to the 500 mark, I think for this team is not only I think it's a major morale booster. I mean, with the injuries and everybody kind of counting them out, and some of the underclassmen are showing that they can still play. And I think that's when I've talked to Coach McDonald, the major thing that this team wants to prove is they can still be just as good as they would have been having everybody available.
And not only that, when they do get to the playoffs, you're going to see Haddonfield, you're going to see West F, you're going to see teams you're familiar with. Yeah. So Sterling knows these teams and knows what to do. A lot of these girls are going to be new to the Haddonfields, to the West Effort. So like I said earlier, they could sneak up on people. But again, it's just building on the day before. You want to improve from day to day.
So a commanding win here for the Lady Knights.
I mean, just to go off of what we were just saying, I go back to a few years ago. Kate coached a team that was a 9 seed that got to the finals. Yeah. They weren't really predicted to go as far as they did, and again, it's just getting better each game and improving on what we did the day before.
Quinn fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2. And that year, a major shot from Morgan Sims, who's unavailable with an injury this year, on the road at West Deptford to really propel them through the playoffs.
And not only that was, again, we go back to being young players. I think that was Morgan's only shot that game. It came with 3 seconds left in the game. So again, now you have younger girls step up, and that's what will happen.
And that team, similar to this team in the aspect in which there were only 2 or 3 seniors that were available and a lot of sophomores. And right now we're seeing that with this team. Montgomery Dram, Lexi Kuhn, both sophomores. Ireland Kay, a junior. So a couple underclassmen for this Lady Knights team with a couple girls that provide that senior leadership.
Right, yeah, you're right. Very similar to that other team.
So that'll do it. The Lady Knights with a commanding victory, 57-40 over the Clayton Clippers. We'll have a post-game show to follow right after this.
Good job.
Guys, thanks for having me.
Excellent job, man.
Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors about the hallway predator?
Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
All right, bro. Yeah.
I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scary. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
Watch where you're going, pal.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Guys, this has to stop. 8% of high schoolers have bought on school property. It isn't cool. This ain't no fight club. We have to change.
And we are back here with our post-game show. We're going to go to Jake Clark.
Thank you, Mr. Schulz. Joined here with Aaron Quinn, Montgomery Dram, and Ireland K. Guys, phenomenal team win. Aaron, you were obviously lighting it up from the outside. Talk about what went right for you shooting the ball today.
Honestly, I'm just happy my shots went in. It was just a good shooting day for me. So that's really it.
And Montgomery and Ireland, you guys were also able to convert from beyond the arc. Talk about some of the crisp ball movement that got you guys good looks.
Well, we were pressing a lot, and we had marks, so we were just focused on doing that. And once we won it, we had to stay composed, and yeah.
And Ireland, the team is now back at the 500 mark. Talk about what that means to be winners of 5 straight.
I think it's a boost of confidence for us. Obviously starting the season, we had a couple losses, but I think it's good to get back to winning, and hopefully we stay on that track.
Thanks for coming on with us, ladies. Tremendous game today.
Good job, ladies.
Now, yeah. Coach Kate McDonald, obviously a tremendous team win today, and the ball was really whipping around. Talk about making the extra pass and really trying to get the teammates involved.
I think we talked about this before. All they care about is winning. They don't care who scores. They just want to win, so they make the extra pass and make sure that, someone's open. And we keep telling each other, if you miss a shot, just keep taking the next shot. It might go in. We might get a rebound, but they share the ball. They care about each other. They play team basketball, and all they want to do is win.
And Aaron Quinn on fire today. Talk about what it means for you to have a senior to come out and really step up.
always talk good about you. And I'm just all the stuff that we've been through as a team. I'm so happy for Erin that the ball's going in and that things are going well, and she's taken over as a leader. She does whatever's asked of her. You know, offensively, defensively, she usually takes the best player on the team. And she had 28 points today, but she's selfless. Like same thing. She doesn't care if she scores. She just wants to win.
And then now winners of 5 straight, back at the 500 mark at 7-7. Talk about what's been going right over the past 5 games.
I just think we've started to figure out who we are as a team. You know, we had a different style before the injuries. We have a different style now, and they have a lot of fun with it. It's very upbeat. It's very energetic. They've all bought into it, and I just think they're having fun. So we have the 5-game winning streak is huge for us.
Now back at the 500 mark and winners of 5 straight. Thanks for coming on with us, Coach McDonald. Great game today. Now it looks like we're going to be getting some of the Clippers. Now joined here by Miss Blocker. Blocker, obviously a great game today on the defensive end. Talk about some of your impact plays down low, swatting away shots.
I don't know. I just try not to foul, but like if it's right there, then I have to go get it. Yeah.
And then on the offensive end, a lot of acrobatic layups down in the low post. Talk about trying to work around defenders in different ways, thinking outside the box.
What I do is like if I pump fake it and they get up, then I try to like move around them. But if not, I'll just do whatever I can.
And still only a junior, and we had Mr. Baker on with us, one of the teachers over at Clayton, saying that you're looking to be maybe 1,000-point scorer next year, your senior year. Talk about some personal goals and aspirations you have as a basketball player.
Me, I want to get my teammates more involved, like the ones that like, I guess, rarely get passed to or something like that. Like I'm trying to get everybody involved, and that's really it. Like get everybody involved in the game.
Thanks for coming on with us. Great game today.
Thank you.
Now joined by Coach Tinkham, obviously a local man in the community. Talk about what it means to play the local high school in Sterling.
Oh, it means a lot. As a graduate, it was a lot of fun today. You know, me and Coach McDonald talked prior to the season and tried to get something to work out, and we were able to choose a date and thought it would be a lot of fun. So, yeah, it was good coming back home.
And then obviously
not good losing, but nice to come home.
Yeah, not your day today, but got a lot of opportunities at the free throw line, and the ball movement looked a little more crisp in the second half. Talk about making the adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, it was really more about creating a little bit more space with our girls down low, and then having our guards attack certain spots on the floor in order to get more open looks, especially down inside, and then hopefully, if they collapsed inside, to get that kick out pass for an open shot.
And then last question for you, Coach. You guys, we don't get to cover Clayton basketball every day. Talk about what's next, not only for this program, but also come playoff time.
Yeah, it's a great question. So next, we've got Gloucester Catholic. We had another tough game. It's the schedule set up itself this year in that we decided that we wanted to add some tougher teams to the schedule, more experience, as far as the types of players they have and strengths of their teams, to get our team sort of more acclimated and adjusted to those tougher opponents, so that come playoff time, we could certainly be ready for that, know what to expect. So.
And then I guess a final question for you. Talk about what it means to have your son Mason behind the camera here filming our post-game interview.
It's fantastic. It's good to see him back there. It means a lot to me. So.
Thanks for coming on with this, Coach. Great game today. Going to send it back over to Mr. Schulz in the booth. Schulze?
Great job, Jake, and all our interviewees. And we're looking at our next TV game. It's going to be Monday, January 22nd. Boys basketball, Sterling, going against another Tri-County team in Glassboro. So a great night, or a great afternoon, I should say, for the Lady Knights. For Jake Clark, Chris Baker coming on, doing an outstanding job, and the entire tech crew, Mr. K, I'm Mr. Schulz. We'll see you next time on Channel 19.